Our best performing video made us $30.
That was enough to buy
Clink.
this. Yeah. Thank you for the beer.
Watch that overflow. It's a little fizzy.
Did you get that on tape?
I did.
Awesome. Now the studio is going to smell like fucking stale beer.
Stella Artois. Not sponsored by Stella Artois.
For real, he's going to be mad.
That's fine. Why does it smell like beer in here?
It smells like a frat house in here.
Don't worry about it. It's Dutch not knowing how to drink.
Yeah, but I don't know where this money's coming from.
I don't either. What does he take? 2 old farts?
2 old farts.
Man, whatever.
Paid by the propaganda machine. What is this propaganda machine?
I don't know. It depends on because we like Helldivers too. Is that why? Is Helldivers?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Is he being funny or is he being like weirdly serious? I don't understand.
Does he have a name?
It's just a symbol.
Oh, that's definitely a bot.
Is it a bot?
Probably.
I don't know. Automaton?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love killing those things though. I'll tell you what,
You
man.
do. You do.
I'm on my favorite planet. Okay, let's seriously start the show. That's enough of a cold open. Cold open's gonna be you fucking up drinking that beer.
It is.
Welcome everybody to the 3rd episode of the Weekend Respawn. Welcome all of our weekend warriors. It is Friday, which means it's almost game time. I'm joined as always by the legendary Dutch Butters. What's up, dude?
Hello. Here we are.
Here we are. We've been called 2 old farts.
Well, one of us
is an old fart.
Middle-aged fart, and you're still kind of a young fart. I'm only 54. Dude.
Young fart.
You're still kind of squeaking out.
Ew. That's gross.
you're a and I'm a so you're a squeaker. I'm a
just wide open. Just fucking
let's go.
God, that's gross. All right, we've got a bunch of topics to talk about today, but first, we are a new channel and we need your help to grow. We're looking for that 5K mile marker. Right now, we're about 3,000 plus a little bit.
3250.
Gained some subs the last couple of weeks, which is great, fantastic, and a monstrous amount of people in our Discord.
Yeah.
So, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and also go to saltynerddiscord.com. It's in the description below. It'll pop up on the screen somewhere.
Somewhere up. Yeah.
You know how it works. And join us. We have over 700 amazing gamers there playing Space Marines, playing Helldivers, talking about this new game that we're going to talk about today.
If you are new there, say something.
Yeah,
Join the conversation. We're getting, there's a lot of new people coming in, but we haven't heard from everybody yet.
I'm getting to the point where I can't keep up.
I know.
Stressing me out
wow, we had to appoint a new
I did.
A new person.
Yep. All right. So, a couple things we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about the Forever Winter, the new early access game that's dropping later on this month. There's been some troubling videos that have popped up about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
By the time this video comes out, it might be old news, but we wanted to chime in on it.
Yeah.
We're also talking about how IGN is continuing to be just the worst shithole of the internet when it comes to gaming. I can't believe I'm saying that. I used to really look up to IGN.
Yeah, me too.
IGN was really cool back in the day.
I used to like a lot of those websites.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, now they're trying to cancel games because they're not something enough.
Something.
Oh, you're not doing this thing that I think you should be doing. Okay.
Sorry.
No, my bad.
I'll fix it in part 2.
There is some fake news going on out there with some clickbait titles claiming that Helldivers is coming to Unreal Engine 5. Don't believe it. We'll get into that here in a minute. Also, yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are our topics for today. We might come up with something else.
We got a couple of viewer comments for later.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah. All right. So the first things first, let's talk about IGN real quick. I've got it pulled up here. So this is what sparked it. So the supposedly, The CEO.
Look at you.
The C.
You got tabs open.
I do.
You're very professional.
I wanted to be prepared.
Is this like a real
It's turning into a
podcast
real
or something?
Yeah,
What's
it's turning into
going
a
on?
real show. I forgot to turn the fat cam on though, so you're not going to get the wide angle.
You don't. Oh,
Should I turn the fat cam on?
Yeah.
All right, I'll turn the fat cam on. You got it? Oh, Dutch is going to get it. Look at that. Just flip that switch right there. Boom. And click. Boom. It should pop up any second now. Fat cam. Here we go.
You guys know why they call it the fat cam, right?
Because you look monstrous in
Because
it.
it makes me gain an immediate 100 pounds.
That's the fat cam. All right. So the oh, there we go. The comment on a YouTube video from supposedly the CEO of Saber, who created Space Marines 2, says, I'm going to boil this down real quick, though. We're going to get down to the... I spent some time as chief operating officer at Embracer, and I saw games there that made me want to cry with their overblown attempts at messaging and imposing morals on gamers.
Yeah.
We just want to do some glory kills and get the heart rate up a little. For me, that is what games should be about.
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly this is a bad thing to think.
Yeah, supposedly.
Imagine that.
God forbid you just make a game that people have fun and get
God
the heart
forbid.
race up a little bit.
God forbid. IGN's pissed.
They
Reached out to him. They were like, "Is that really you?" And they didn't answer. And they were like, "It must be him."
It's
then."
like, well, this was one of those no answers is an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you're admitting fault by not answering us.
This is such a this just paints IGN in the worst light.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they just leave the fucking guy alone? Jesus Christ. These goddamn freaking activists all over the place.
Yeah, everywhere you go. You can't get away from it.
But I appreciate that. Even though I am not the biggest fan of Space Marines 2, it's just, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. I'm just saying, personally, wasn't my thing. I tested it out. I played it for 8-9 hours, and I was like, meh.
That being said, you're not going out here talking trash about people who enjoy the game.
Love the game. We have
some of our best friends play this game.
We have a server in our Discord specifically for people who want to play this game.
I played the game last night for about 30 minutes.
Nice.
And I'm still terrible at it. Smash.
I'm glad.
Button.
I'm glad people like it.
But
I'm glad people like it. I'm glad it's getting good reviews. I hope that whoever this guy is, the CEO over here at Saber, if he has this mentality, I want him to make more games.
I want him to make more games.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go make more games, man. I'll support him.
Without getting too political.
I'm less upset now that I spent $60 on this game because it went to this guy.
Right.
Like, even though I'm probably not going to play worth $60 out of it, maybe someday I'll pick it up, but I'm happy that he made this game, and I'm happy he has this attitude.
I really wish these shit tier websites would just go away.
I would start my own gaming blogging website.
Stop.
I would start my own website if I cared to write this much.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, for real, normal people need to be making content like this.
Yeah,
and less of these people need to be making freaking websites.
There's too many consultant companies out there with agendas that are pressuring these gaming companies into doing this kind of thing. And when people push back just a little bit, it ruffles a lot of feathers. And man, they really try to get that mob to go after these people, and it's not cool. It's not cool.
No, it's not cool.
You know, so I don't want to get too much into this because I don't want to become a political biased show.
That's not what we're here for.
It's not what we're here for. It's not hard for you guys to figure out where we stand on this stuff. You know, and there's lots of other really good websites out there that do this stuff.
Yeah, other YouTubers, all that stuff. Yeah,
go check those guys out. Go check them out. And they'll have the story there. But we are on the side of this supposed CEO that made this comment that nobody knows if it was really him or not.
It's totally.
And and if he is the guy that made this comment, he's 100% correct.
Yep.
Let's keep the messaging out. Let's have fun.
Escapism.
Let's escape.
Yeah.
You know
what I don't think about when I'm playing Helldivers? Politics.
I don't either. Not at all.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Got to spread that managed democracy.
I guess that's kind of
it's kind of political.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like, but you know,
it's a joke though.
It's
whatever.
Fun.
That was funny though. Good job calling me out.
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
you can like look at that movie and you can go, oh, this is a really cool movie that has a lot of fun and killing and bugs and and Space Marines, or you can go, there's a really deep political message embedded in this thing. It's like, okay, whatever. Enjoy what you enjoy, guys. And you don't need to inflict your bullshit values on everybody else.
Let me ask you something real quick. How do you feel about AI? What's your thoughts on?
I don't think there's nothing. We're not getting away from it. It's the future.
I mean, shit. We use it to make half our thumbnails nowadays because it makes better thumbnails than I could ever make. I'm not going to go out there and draw custom pictures of you and I in stupid armor making faces.
It's making music. It's making art.
People make music for us now.
Yeah. But right now, it's just doing what we tell it.
Sure.
When it starts doing stuff on its own, which is where it's going, then we're going to be in trouble.
Well, speaking of, EA has decided to go all in on AI. They're going to start building their games using AI.
I don't know how great of an idea that'll be. But
it depends on what the usage is. Because I think there's a little bit of clickbait in this because they're quoting and they're talking about how, did you see Google recreated Doom using AI? And it was like a playable game.
I did not see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh man, maybe I should pull that up. So Google used AI to recreate
like the original
Doom, the original 2D, 2.5, 2.5D.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I actually just played that game.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. It was on my Steam list. I go,
They recreated it, and there's no game engine behind it, so it's just AI doing frame by frame, 20 frames per second of the game that you can play, and you walk around these little hallways and you shoot these monsters and stuff. And people are like, "Look, freaking AI is making games," and it's like, kinda. But there's also some fuckery going on in the background where it's like it's not really a 3D image. It's just a bunch. It's 2D images that are like skewed. So it's like it's not really a 3D animation.
Isn't that kind of what the original was anyway?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So EA apparently is like, we're going full AI. Now, what I think they mean by this, and what I think they're probably more likely going to use AI for, is going to be like building out skyboxes and building out, the massive open world backgrounds that we have nowadays. Instead of somebody like, for instance, Skyrim, every time you go into a dungeon, some developer somewhere built that dungeon by hand and designed it and painted it and did all the 3D animation and all that stuff, and then populated it with the draugrs and all that stuff. Now, what I think is probably going to happen is that is going to be relegated to an AI job where it's like, here, build me a dungeon to these dimensions.
I can see that.
And make it lead to this path. And it goes, and now you don't have to do
now some artist out there is out of work. And
I think
he just got replaced by an AI art studio.
Possibly, but it also takes, we've seen it. It takes a little bit of skill to make AI do what you want.
Yeah.
It takes time, and you have to understand how to use it.
At some point, there's, it's like, I worry about this at work because I keep telling my boss, because he keeps showing us all these new cool things that we're beta testing and things for these other companies out there. And I'm like, look, this is really cool, but it's going to put me out of a job. If I didn't want to like get out of the business, I'd be worried because, in another few years, they're going to start replacing people with just computer programs that are watching things. So, but I also think it's already there. It's just not cost effective.
You know how expensive games are these days. Like, we just saw Concord take a nosedive into the dirt, and it cost $100 million.
They were their own worst enemy.
Fair. I'm not. That's a bad example, maybe. But what I'm saying is, like, games can get excessively expensive nowadays, which is why the price for us to buy them is always freaking going up a little bit. But if they start using tools like AI to lower the cost of making these games, then that might be good for the consumer.
Yeah.
Because as long as these companies don't get super greedy and they're like, well, we're saving 25% on research and development because we're using AI, but we're going to keep the price super high. Like, that could still happen. That could still happen.
That's definitely going to happen.
But if they don't do that shit, then they could use this to make cheaper games, and that means we could get more $40, $50 games or less that are actually high quality AAA. Can you imagine?
What's really going to be cool though is when like people like, we know some guys who they'll have like a 5 to 10 person crew.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to crank out a game
that competes
using AI that'll be like a AAA game that was made by 1,000 people.
That's kind of what
that's where they're going to head to at some point.
Yeah. And that opens up people a lot more creativity, a lot more competition in the marketplace. And that is going to make better games.
There's going to be a video game studio on every corner.
Yeah, it's just gonna be some kid
with a supercomputer. Yes.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you can code, you can do all kinds of stuff with AI. So I do. I mean, it's the same thing with movies. I think they're doing the same thing.
I feel kind of weird talking about this stuff because I know absolutely dick about any of this stuff, other than just a few things that I've seen here and there. But yeah, you're right. I think we're the whole modern world is in a state of flux when it comes to technology.
Yeah.
And the rate of our techno growth, our growth of spurts of our technology, I mean, in just the last few years has been astronomical and through the roof, and it's just that's just, you go back 100 years ago. I mean, we've talked about this before, but my grandmother, 2 generations back, was around when the Wright brothers flew their first fucking plane, and she got to watch. She went from the Wright brothers to landing on the moon, and we're going. That was when the little arrow was going like this. Don't give me that bullshit. I know what you're doing there. And the technology arrow is just going steeper and steeper and steeper. So
yeah,
it's not going to shock me when Musk has a fucking city on the moon in 20 years. It's really going to happen.
Not at all.
Because the technology is just, it's wild what's going on out there, guys. Yeah. It's crazy. So and then adapting it to silly video games is
inevitable.
It's inevitable. It's wild. So,
it's good.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so we're kind of talking about small developers making games.
Mm-hmm.
We have this game right now that's on the forefront of a lot of our minds.
Yeah.
The Forever Winter.
It's
a small development team.
Mm-hmm.
And their latest video that they put out for promoting the early access, they kind of explained how they want to do things. Like, we don't want anybody to have to pay more than $50 to buy a video game, and then everything after that is only up to you if you want to support it. So if you want to buy it or buy skins or buy this or buy that, it's totally voluntary. It's not like a FOMO. It's not a microtransaction. It's not all this bullshit. So they have a nice and a agreeable way of going about kind of putting this game out there. And I can appreciate that. However, this early access thing has been a topic that we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Like, why am I paying money to play an unfinished product?
Yeah.
What's the point here? What am I getting out of this? And why would I do that? So this game's coming out on 23rd of September, I think. 27th or 23rd.
7th or, yeah, I think it's 27th.
The end of September.
Yeah.
And it's going to be $27 to get early access. Now, some people have been granted super early access.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of videos coming out of people playing it, and I've seen both sides. I've seen people play it, and I've seen people be like, "Oh, this game's pretty interesting."
I watched
cool.
the videos that highlighted both sides as well.
Yeah, and then I watched this other video where the game was just janky as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was almost unplayable.
Like the torsos are
and like enemies were spawning in random areas and just offing people, and it was like incredibly difficult to play the game.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get your thoughts on this because Forever Winter was something that you brought up. Wanted to, well, I'm not watching a fucking Harris ad.
Well, you got a place to skip it.
Yeah, I'm skipping that bullshit. Boom.
YouTube, they got to put shit in there every.
It's political season.
Yeah.
Because it's a video game live stream, and I got to get political ads. That's your target demographic.
But yeah, man, I watched their, I don't know, a few weeks ago now, I guess, I watched their, they had a really slick, highly produced teaser video.
Yeah.
One of the producers telling us the plans and everything,
Yeah.
It was a great video. It was really good, and it just showed us stuff like this that we're showing here right now.
Yeah.
And I got all aboard that hype train. Like, oh, this is really cool. I was like,
what is it about it that attracted you? Because I
know. I think it's the setting because it's so different from what else.
It does not seem like a game that I would ever see you playing.
I like the fact that it was supposed to be squad based, so I thought it was something you and I and
for sure
boys could play together.
Okay.
Any kind of squad based game that's new, I'm gonna be interested in.
Okay.
And this is one of those extraction shooter type games, and a squad based one. It's kind of I was thinking about like Tarkov in the future. It's kind of what this is. I guess I don't know, maybe not.
I think that's a misconception, and I think that's why a lot of people are getting turned off by the early access videos that are coming out because it's more of like a survival scavenge game.
Yeah, it's like sneak around.
If you get into
stuff,
it seems to me as of right now, you get into a firefight, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to get in a firefight if you can help it.
Right.
So it's not, I wouldn't classify it necessarily as like a shooter, quote unquote, like a tactical shooter. It seems more like a stealth-based squad survival game.
Yeah, and that
could be super cool. It could be. But I think people see guns and third-person shooter, and they all want to go out there and be crazy, and start macking down some enemies.
It's like this is like the anti Helldivers.
Right. Yeah. And Helldivers, you go out there, you pick a fight.
It's like this game, you watch the video, it's like the goal is to go out there and get like four pints of water and extract and get back to your thing and turn them in.
Yeah.
Without taking a bullet by one of these two factions that the AI is out there fighting itself with.
Yeah.
And but I think, it's just one of those games that if you watch one of those videos, so here's what happened to me. I watched one of the videos that was like, it was titled, "This game is years away from being able to even pre-release." And the dude was like really negative about it. And I'm like, okay, it kind of turned me off a little bit. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend the $27 or not.
Sure.
Because I'm already not the guy that wants to spend money to be a beta tester.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just not.
You've said that before.
But at the same time, I can appreciate a passion project, which I think is kind of what this is with these guys.
Yeah.
And then I watched another video that said, while this game isn't, it's early release. It's very, very early release. It's not ready for, to get out there, but it has the potential to, and they just need the support and the help to get it there. And that's what a beta tester is supposed to do. But at the same time, but all in all, I'm still not sure if I want to spend $27 right now on this thing. Given the fact that it's really raw. When you get into this thing, these videos we see are very, very polished.
Yeah.
When you see some of the raw shit in there, and you see these glitches and the weirdness and some of the errors and how hard.
I think even positive, even the positive side of the people who have played the early start they all say it's clunky. Clunky is the word that I hear across the board.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm on the fence about this. I'm really surprised that it intrigued you at all, besides just the tactical part, like the squad-based thing, because it doesn't seem like the type of game you'd play. But to me, this looks like I don't know how I'm going to enjoy the gameplay loop of like trying to grab water while not fighting.
Well, I think there's more than just water.
I know. But I'm just saying,
I would think you would like this game because you like to go out there and sneak around. And
I do like stealth-based game
and rocks, and and no good that guy see me.
But here's the thing: is like when I play stealth, like for instance, my go-to stealth game has always been Splinter Cell. I grew up playing that game. I fucking love that whole series. And the thing is, like, yes, it's stealth-based, but when you're in the action, you're fucking Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're gonna kick some.
And I think that's the problem here is because when you do get caught, when you do get in the action,
you're so boned.
You're just done.
Yeah.
It's just ruthless. Yeah. And that's not fun. If you don't have
it's not fun to get your ass kicked.
If you don't have a chance to live, then that's not fun.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm curious to see where this goes. I'm totally for the developer like reaching out to the community and looking for support and getting people to pay early access to be able to play and then use them to kind of make the improvements that they need. However, I just don't know how many years is this game out before it's actually like quote unquote polished.
Right. It's like we talked before last, I've been talking to people in the Discord and stuff, and they say, one of the questions was at what point should a game be put out on early access?
Yeah. What's too early?
What's too early right now?
Yeah.
And I think the consensus was for the people I talked with is that, the game needs to be 85-90% complete.
Sure.
Before you put that thing out on early access. And even then you could be a year out.
Yeah. Depending on the size of the team.
Depending on the size of the game and stuff, everything, so this game, I agree. I think this game is probably years away from being able to be a full release. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm still on the fence about whether I'm going to spend $27 on it next week. I guess
next week.
Yeah. Well,
whoa.
Dude, it's the 20th.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's the 20th.
Yeah, it is the 20th.
And
oh shit.
I guess we'll see. So
Well,
they were saying even the stuff in the videos. They said they could put the fixes in it from the stuff in these videos, but hopefully some of them before the early release is out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess we'll find out. It's got a long ways to go.
I'm going to support the game solely based off of the developer's video that they put out, just kind of talking and just being like, hey, this is the situation. This is what we're doing. This is our goal. Like the things things he was saying were pretty based. I was like, all right, I get this guy. I can get behind him. That's cool.
Right.
That kind of, despite the negative YouTube release that came out,
yeah.
I still was like, you know what? I kind of want to see where this is going to go. And for guys like us, we're creating content anyway. So
it would be really cool to see if he just threw us some keys. We'll give you some comments, buddy.
Bro.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We're small potatoes right now. Nobody's going to give us shit. But, who knows?
We're growing fast.
We're up and coming.
I have 700 people in our Discord.
Oh,
that listen to us.
People write songs about me.
Yeah, that's right. They do.
No, this game looks cool. It's intriguing, but I'm very hesitant to get excited.
Yeah,
because
we should do a poll. Should we buy this game?
I could put a poll out. Legit, I could. Yeah, do you want us to stream?
Oh, if I have it, I'll stream it.
Yeah,
it'll be embarrassing because I'm going to be terrible at it. But
I don't think anybody's going to be good at it to begin with. But it does look very intriguing. I'm very interested in seeing where it goes. But I mean, I've said that too many times now.
Yeah,
I'm repeating myself.
You have.
But yeah, all right, man. Forever Winter. Comment below what your thoughts are.
Forever Winter.
The Forever Winter. They put the so small. I didn't even know it was there.
The
Forever
Winter.
Comment below if you're going to buy the Forever Winter.
Early access.
Support early access. Yeah. What are you going to do? We want to know. We want to know what the consensus is around the gaming community. That sounds dumb when I say that. Gaming community.
What's this Unreal Engine 5?
Clickbait bullshit.
Is it?
Clickbait bullshit. It tricked me. And I will save you a click. Don't go to videogamer.com and click on the Helldivers is coming to Unreal Engine 5. No, the fuck it's not. They tricked me.
Do you have another thing to put up there?
I didn't pull this one up because I didn't want to give it the fucking publicity. Right. No, I clicked on a videogamer.com article. It says something about Helldivers and Unreal Engine 5. And I was like, oh shit, that's going to be freaking so dope. And I read the stupid, 7 paragraphs about what Unreal Engine 5 is and what Helldivers 2 is currently running on. And at the very bottom, in the last goddamn paragraph, they were like, well, Arrowhead's probably not going to transfer the game because this is going to be way too much work and not really worth it. What's most likely going to happen is the next game that Arrowhead develops should be done in Unreal Engine. And I'm like, that could be fucking Animal Crossing 3, man. Fuck off. I was
Animal Crossing's kind of fun.
I was so irritated that I read that thing, thinking that for some miracle Sony's gonna
with the 3 minutes of your life back.
Yes, yeah. Sony's gonna fund.
You know how many bullshit clickbait articles I read every single day.
Ugh. I was so irritated when I saw that at the very bottom. They were like, "There's no way Helldivers 2 is coming to Unreal Engine 5," and I'm like, "That's what the title of your freaking thing said." You cunt!
Wow,
I freaking hate that.
You better bleep that song. That stuff out there. Jesus.
Why don't the salty nerds get more views?
Hard C.
Jeez. Like I'm from the UK, baby. I'm jealous you guys get to use that word more. The UK and Australia got it good. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I mean, besides Helldivers, we have a Helldivers podcast. You guys can catch that on Tuesday. So I'm trying to keep Helldivers out of the Weekend Respawn show.
We always talk a lot about
we always talk about it anyway. So if you want to bring Helldivers up, we got the massive buff patch.
We got the new
your game's broken.
Here.
Yeah.
Not at home.
Oh, okay.
I never play it really here anyway, but I can play it at home. But
okay.
I got that stupid
game guard bullshit
going on.
That sucks.
With the computer here. So yeah, I can't play it here at the studio, but I can play it at home, which is fine. The new War Bond dropped today.
Yeah.
Which I haven't been able to go purchase yet.
I got it.
So
I haven't used
I haven't even turned my computer on at home today.
I've been fighting bots, so I haven't used the gas strike stuff.
Or just a little mediocre.
But look, we've got, they're like, well, it's a shitty War Bond. I'm like, we just got a huge, massive patch that almost completely changed the game.
Right.
So I'm cool with having like a lackluster Warbond. At least we got some new shit.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay. It's mostly cosmetic stuff for the most part.
Couple weapons,
Couple weapons.
orbitals, orbital strikes, or not orbital strikes, but the new stratagems.
I think the Warbonds in Helldivers should be mostly cosmetic anyway.
Yeah, I don't need more primaries.
Nope.
We have enough primaries. I don't even need really any more weapons. Unless you're going to start replacing other ones that.
But if you want to give me some cool patches and some cool armor,
cool
new
shit.
helmets,
yeah, armor's big. I love having a lot of
maybe
armor.
maybe you know, it'd be really cool with some new skins for some of the guns we already have.
Sure. Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Skins for our ships and our pods, and just stuff like that. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
So it gives us a reason to log on, and it gives us a reason to grind the different currencies that are in the game.
Yep.
At least for a few days until we cap out again.
I've been playing Helldivers a handful of times. I did have crashing issues on my laptop when I first did the update.
Dude, it's like this game has been buggy as hell.
Yeah,
since launch.
I had to do some backdoor fuckery with my laptop to get it to run, but it runs now and it's fine.
Right. But you know what? We can talk all about this Helldivers stuff on Tuesday.
On the Saltdivers TV show. Saltdivers TV show.
Saltdivers podcast. On YouTube and Spotify and wherever else we can put it out there.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Ready to do some Steam sales?
Are we
there's
doing
only
Steam sales?
there's only one thing. There's just one thing I wanted to look at.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you. By the way, Cyberpunk 2077 is 50% off. And we don't give money to Star Wars products, but there is a 88% sale on Star Wars.
Why is that, Alex?
Because
don't go there.
Because Call of Duty's
just Star Wars.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is 67% off at a whopping less than $20 for Black Ops. That's not bad.
No,
for a $60 game.
Anytime you can get a $60 game for
$20,
that's your jam, then
I dig it.
Might as well, right?
I dig it. Yep. Where's the one I wanted to show you? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, 85% off. So. Did you ever play the old school LucasArts film or LucasArts games?
Yeah, back in the day.
Okay, so Dark Forces has been quote unquote remastered, and currently it is sitting.
But
now
we just said we don't buy Star Wars games.
Well, this is old school Star Wars,
so it's okay.
I think old school Star Wars is okay because it's Night Dive Studios. It's not like Lucasfilm.
Are they licensing it from Disney though, right?
I don't know if they have to give Disney money for it.
They probably do.
It's a 25-year-old game.
I don't know.
They updated it. Now, I played this game. I played the shit out of this game when I was a kid.
Did they update the graphics?
They did, but it's like a little bit.
Let's see
more.
what it looks like.
All right.
Is there a gameplay video here?
There's comparisons here. I'll make this full screen and we'll go to camera 8. There we go. Remastered cutscenes. Okay, so here's the difference. So here's remastered, old.
Oh my God,
remastered.
Okay, it doesn't look that much different.
Old, remastered.
Oh, that's pretty. That's cartoony.
Yeah, old, remastered.
All right.
I dig it.
Yeah,
I dig it. I love these old Doom scroller games.
Yeah, man.
These things are so fun. I used to play the crap out of this game, and they got extra. Oh, they added new content.
Okay, cool.
Too. So there's new stuff.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of pretty.
Yeah,
I like it.
Now $20 is a little steep.
Yeah,
even
when it gets down to like $8.99,
yeah,
I might buy it for fun.
Back way back in the day, I bought the entire LucasArts catalog for like $8.
Yeah,
like the entire thing. I have all of the.
I think I've got that at home too.
I don't even know if half of them even run on my computer.
Yeah,
but I love these old. This is what I cut my teeth on.
Me too.
These are the games that I played when I was growing up.
Well, I think I was already grown when these came out, but I did enjoy playing a lot of them.
Yeah, these games.
Look, man, I'm old enough to remember getting the first Doom game.
Yeah, Doom.
When it was shareware, and you were like, "Hey, man, did you get that new little weird that little game?" It's like, it's like the Doom thing. We're like, "What? Yeah, man, check it out." Get somebody give you a floppy. It's like, go put this on your computer.
Yeah. $20 for a remaster is still a little steep, but not too bad.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I played that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Sega publisher sale too. Oh, there's another publisher sale.
They do these all the time.
These are still expensive.
Yeah.
$20 to $40 for sale, $20 to $40.
The best time to get games when I usually save up and dump my load on the summer sale, shoot my wad on the summer sale and the holiday sale.
Ooh. So gross. Anyway,
yeah, I don't want to shill for I don't want to glaze for.
Is that a new gaming term?
I guess. I hate that word.
Yeah.
It's such a gross word. Fucking glazers.
Lasers.
It's like, what?
What the fuck are you talking about? There's a goddamn fucking Krispy Kreme inside there. What?
Yeah, is it original glazed? I love those.
Hey, man, Krispy Kreme's good as fuck.
Especially when they're hot, dude. Those are the best donuts ever.
Those are the best. Why is that a bad thing? No, that's funny though.
Fucking glazer.
The words people make up to okay. Last topic before we close out the show. This will be a little bit of a short episode, but there's not whatever.
All right.
Have you ever played any of the Metro games? Metro games.
I guess not.
No? Oh fuck. Okay. So
sure.
You and I shared libraries on Steam.
Yeah.
We swapped spit
Okay.
on Steam the other day. So
we
now
did. I'm your family member.
Yeah,
now.
you're a family member now. Don't tell Steam we did that. You can play I have all the Metro games.
Okay.
And you can play them. I just bought Metro Exodus.
And you can play all those Survivor type games that I have.
I know you keep asking me to do that, but I really don't want to.
Well, you're going to.
All right, fine. Yeah, so Metro, let me show you Metro. Because Metro 2033 is one of the coolest freaking games I've ever played.
Uh-huh.
Why is it not popping up? Here we go. Okay.
Metro Exodus.
Metro 2033. I've got this game. You don't have to pay for it, but it's a post-apocalyptic Russian video game.
Russian.
You're in Russia, and you're basically, it's like the whole world is
Very good, comrade.
The whole world is turned into Chernobyl.
Do they have Russian hookers?
I don't know, but
looks pretty cool.
It's a dope game. Now it's single player campaign, but it is a freaking rad, awesome, scary as shit. Like a little bit of a horror survival shooter game.
All right.
Product not yet ready.
And I want you to test it out and tell me what you think.
Well,
it's only 6 gigs. You could download it on your computer.
So next week we'll talk about that.
Talk about some Metro.
We're talking about the games I want you to play.
Okay. So I'll play those stupid little survival games that you play, and you play this one, and then we'll meet up next week.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it.
All right. That sounds like a great show.
All right. Sounds fun.
I want you to check one more thing on Steam while we're there.
All right. What you got?
Go to Golf with Friends real quick.
What?
Yeah, do Golf with Friends.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Pull it up.
And then when I kill,
pull it up. I just want to see.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. If you guys can hear the audio on that, my bad. I forgot to mute that.
Oh,
sorry about that.
Do the whole thing?
Bad producer. Golf
with Friends.
With Friends. It's only $5. All right. It's $5. It's $5.
It's on sale.
Is it on sale or is it just cheap?
No, it's on
sale. 67% off.
$4.94.
Oh, God. You're going to make me buy this?
So the 25th. You got 5 more days, guys. Let's get on it. And we'll have a...
Are we doing a live stream?
We might do a live stream.
Are we doing a live stream mini golf game?
Mini golf game, yeah.
Bro, you're killing me.
We're going to do it. That's going to be awesome.
What is this cartoony bullshit you got me playing?
I already got it. I already bought it.
Yeah, so but I got to buy it too.
You have to buy it too.
At least it's only $5.
And we'll play with the boys. It'll be super fun.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be the biggest live stream we've ever done. It's gonna be 200 people.
No shit.
It's gonna
golf with friends. How many people can play?
I don't know.
It says multiplayer, but what's the cap?
I don't know.
You know, 16-man squad.
Up to 12 players.
What?
It says up to 12 players.
12 players at once on the same map?
We can get the entire A team and maybe some more Discorders we can come in and play this with us. So that'd be fun. There it is.
All right, guys.
We got some viewer comments.
Hit me with the viewer comments.
Viewer comments. This is a Wayne's World. This is so fucking Wayne's World.
It is. Oh my God, it totally is.
So, tell me, Wayne.
What kind of viewer comments do we have today?
Okay. So, you want me to read these?
Yes.
All right. We only got 2. We did the first one at the top of the stream. 2 old farts paid by the propaganda machine. That's okay, whatever, dude. Go fuck yourself. Propaganda machine for who? Steam?
I'm done talking about it. I don't give a shit. I don't know what he's talking about.
All right. From Rovanian. Thanks to both of you for just telling it true about Space Marines 2. You're not crazy. You didn't miss the bus. You guys are the cool kids. Who else is hyped for Tuesday's Helldivers 2 buff patch? Let's dive, boys. Give me that railgun.
Yeah. I use that shit today, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, does that thing slap?
Yeah.
It takes almost everything down in one shot. It is wildly overpowered. And I know we're not supposed to talk about Helldivers. One thermite grenade can take out a fabricator. One.
Nice.
You just anywhere.
Those thermite grenades are awesome right now.
Fucking crazy.
So don't talk about them too much.
I don't want them nerfed. Yeah, I'll talk about them.
But that's a cool comment.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk shit about Space Marines too because it's a great game.
Fun game. It's just not for me.
Not for you.
Yep. That's all.
It might be for me. I haven't decided yet.
Sure.
My hands do not like to play it.
More power to you.
So
I hear nothing but good things about it from a lot of people, and if a lot of people love it and the developer thinks the way he thinks,
you have my money even if I don't play. For sure. You got some fans here.
Yeah.
And the last comment from Wayne 6878 says, "Sorry, but I have to correct. Heineken isn't German beer. It's Dutch." Because I said, "Oh, German beer" last week.
Yeah, you did.
So I always love it when the chat has to, get all weird and say, "Oh, actually," they have to actually me with their stupid nerdness. But it's cool.
Dutch is different than German.
Yeah, Dutch is different than German. I understand. That's fine.
It's not like it's called Deutschland or anything.
Stella Artois Mexican beer is fantastic.
Stella Artois?
I don't know. It's not Mexican, is it? It's probably Dutch. I don't know. La bière fine deluxe. Is this French beer?
La bière fine deluxe. Yeah, it's French. It's got to be French, right?
French, right?
Stella Artois. 1366.
www.tapintoyourbeer.com. That doesn't sound French. This is bullshit. This is false advertising.
That doesn't sound French.
Let's get out of here.
All right, man. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. We've had outstanding numbers for having a brand new show that we're just starting out. It's a grab bag topic. We don't try to do hyper clickbait stuff.
There's no scripts here.
There's definitely no scripts. I mean, I have some topics that I pull up just so I don't forget mostly.
Yeah.
Because last time I did, I'm going to talk about this one thing at the end of the podcast, and I totally forgot about it. So I try to keep the topics up in front of me so I can keep track of what I'm talking about. But we just shoot the shit and have fun and talk about what we're going to be playing.
And we drink a beer.
So deal is, and drink a beer. You play Metro 2033.
Okay.
And I'll play that I was going to say shitty, but that weird vampire doom scroller
Vampire
thing.
Survivor game. Brotato. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
Right. How many hours are we putting in?
A couple.
Couple could be 2.
2 hours.
2 hours?
Sure, 2 hours.
I don't know if that's enough for you to get.
I'll do a stream. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Neither do I, dude. I barely got to play this week.
So
okay, all right. That being said,
the problem is you can play those games. You can play all 4 of those games in 2 hours and have a ball. That's what's cool about those games.
Fair enough. So okay, all right, folks. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Game on, folks.
See you all later.
All those cool outro things that I say sometimes. Stay salty. Helldivers for life. Where the fuck is my mouse? There it is. All right, see ya. Bye.